Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and we've got so much in this video. I feel like the folders are bursting. So a few big things in here as well. We're going to start with the WWE folder, and it's Kaz, thank you. So here, Becky Lynch has been spoken to by Kelly Osbourne. So I don't actually know if that is her account name. I think this is Instagram. So Becky Lynch, anyway, you are a disrespectful dirtbag. Birmingham would not pee on you if you was on fire. Hashtag Birmingham forever. Shame on the WWE for allowing such things to be said about my father and his home. Now, this is one of them, isn't it, that's a little bit tricky, because I sort of feel like you've got to get heat as a heel. And so you're in Birmingham. One of the biggest things that's ever come out of Birmingham is Ozzy and Black Sabbath. Becky didn't actually say anything about Ozzy that was bad. She actually said the best thing that's ever come out of this city died a month ago, right? So she's not saying anything other than calling him the best thing that's ever come out of Birmingham and just pointing out the fact that he has passed away, which he has. I suppose she did go on to say, you know, he moved to LA. Makes sense. I would move to LA as well if I lived here. So, you know, she's trying to find a way of getting cheap heat. I felt it was a bit soon, but equally, I don't think it's like that bad. I think I've heard much worse things being said, and you can totally understand why Kelly would react this way. I mean, I don't think Kelly is watching. I think she's probably been tagged in some stuff. She probably can't believe that someone has said these things about her father that's only just passed away, and we kind of understand as wrestling fans why Becky would say these things and that there's no real malice involved. You know, we understand the context, but obviously Kelly wouldn't if she's not watching and isn't a wrestling fan. So it's one of those. I've seen a few different opinions on this one, to be honest. I think the large opinion is that it's okay. It was okay. Should it have happened? Debatable. But I don't think anyone's got like really strong pushback against this. So, but you can also understand why Kelly would be down on it. So yeah, there we go. That's one of the big stories. And actually it is a big story, because WWE are even thinking of making an apology. And how often do WWE apologize, right? So here we've got WWE is reportedly embarrassed and has discussed plans for an apology after Becky Lynch's line about Ozzy Osbourne during Raw in Birmingham, England. Ozzy's daughter, Kelly, publicly criticised it. I can tell you this was not like they called her and they're doing something. Kelly is not happy. I was told WWE is embarrassed and they're probably going to do an apology. They may not. And if you look back at how many times WWE has actually apologized for something, it ain't many. There's discussions about doing a public apology. I know they've talked about doing a private apology. I do think a private apology is actually very appropriate. Certainly, I think someone needs to pick up a phone to Kelly and explain that this isn't what I think she thinks this is. She thinks this is disrespect towards her dad and towards Birmingham. And it is disrespect towards Birmingham, but only really as part of a storyline, even though it is a dump. So, you know, there we go. That's where we are with all of that. Evan, thank you. So, dear Evan, we are writing to inform you that autographs and photo ops are no longer available for Clash in Paris. You will be refunded back your original form of payment. Once processed, refunds can take 7 to 10 business days. Evan said he was going to meet Finn Balor and JD on Monday. And apparently all the photo ops have been refunded. No idea what that is about. I can't find any information on this. There's just really not much chatter about it at all. I don't know that it's kind of hit the dirt sheets yet, or if it has, I think it's only just about hitting them. So maybe we can get a bit of an update on this tomorrow. But at the moment, yeah, you know what I know. And that is that everyone seems to be getting messages saying that the photo opportunities, the meet and greets have been cancelled. I mean, part of me makes me wonder if it's some sort of scheduling clash. They need the talent for something else, because we know TKO love money. So, I mean, TKO would love to do this and they would love to take your money. So, I don't know. Makes me think that there must be some sort of unforeseen scheduling clash. Don't know. Interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. Cal, thank you. Hope you're doing well, buds. So, both Ice Williams and Jordan Oasis have reportedly been released from the WWE ID program, and that's kind of big because we've seen both of those on Evolve. Aaron Roberts confirmed earlier today that he had also been released from his WWE ID contract. I think this is the first time we're seeing WWE ID talent being released. So that means they're not going to be used on Evolve anymore. They just go back to the indies. They're kind of outside the WWE bubble now. And it's really weird, actually, because I'm pretty sure it was Ice Williams that attacked Sean Legacy at the end of last week's Evolve. And Jordan Oasis, I think, has a match this week on Evolve. Obviously, they're taped. So, yeah, we have been using these guys. But that coming from PW Insider, apparently, they are not under ID contracts anymore. Right, TV ratings coming in. Raw getting 2.8, which was okay. I mean, to be honest, it's been around 2.6. So 2.8 is okay. It'd be lovely to see that hitting 3 million. But 2.8 million global views across 7 days. That's okay. It's okay. Right, Clash in Paris odds. Let's have a little look at this, shall we? So we've got the odds for Clash in Paris. This coming courtesy of Fightful. It's not every match. I don't think the Becky match is up yet, but John Cena is minus 800 favourite against Logan Paul. I do keep getting a lot of people asking me on watch-alongs, do we think Brock's going to get involved? My answer is no, just because I don't see Brock jumping on a plane going all the way to Paris just to get involved in this match. Might as well just wait for John to come back and just, you know, I mean, you've already made your statement at SummerSlam. I don't know that you need to be on a B show in Paris. So I'm not expecting to see Brock. And it seems like the odds makers aren't either. Certainly not interrupting during the match because they've got John as a very firm favourite. Then we've got Seth Rollins at minus 2,500, an even bigger favourite. So Seth there, minus 2,500. You can see Jey Uso, a real outsider. LA Knight is the next favourite. CM Punk, third favourite, but the favourite is Seth Rollins. The Donnybrook has actually got Rusev at minus 165 favourite. So it seems like they are thinking Rusev's going to go over Sheamus. And then Roman Reigns, minus 650 against Bronson Reed. So they're thinking Roman Reigns gets the job done. And he should. He should. But of course, there's always shenanigans, potential for shenanigans. So we'll have to wait and see. Well, of course, we are doing the watch-along for that this weekend. Right, Stephanie said it doesn't matter where, and it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter how much it costs. I will make it happen, and I will be champion. So there we go. And she's just attached a few photos of her in case you forgot what she looked like. Right, then this was on NXT. So this was in our NXT video we put out earlier. I do like to try and get those talking point videos out. I just want to get in the habit of doing it because I can get those videos out really quick after the TV shows have finished. And it's got all the big talking points, few little opinion things in, a few little theories and bits and bobs in there. This was in there, but I thought I best pull it out, put it here as well. And that's because we know the 4 women that are going to be in this Speed tournament. It's not much of a tournament, but tournament, right? So they're going to go up against each other. So we're going to get, I think, Zaya against Candice and then Lainey against Fabi. So the winners of that match will go up against the winners of that match. Basically, the winner of this mini tournament will get a Speed Championship opportunity. I think at No Mercy, because the Speed Championships live in NXT now. So we found out who's going to actually be in this tournament. It's going to be Candice LeRae representing the main roster, Lainey Reed representing NXT, Zaya Brookside representing TNA, and Fabi Apache representing Triple A. So there we go. One of those is going to win this tournament, go on to face Sol Ruka for that Speed Championship. And here we go. This is Evolve. So we've got Evolve on deck. We'll be doing the live watch-along for that as well. We really do a lot of work. So we'll be back later doing the live watch-along for this. There is a women's championship match. So Callie Armstrong is the current champion. She's going to be defending against Chantel Monroe, Nikita Lyons, and Carmen Petrovich, all in a Fatal 4-Way championship match tonight. Then we've got Kendall Gray back in action. She's going to be taking on Wendy Chu. I think that's a really exciting match. I think Kendall's been doing a brilliant job, and Wendy Chu obviously brings a lot of experience and skill. And then we've got Brooks Jensen against the newly released Jordan Oasis. So Jordan Oasis no longer in the program. Brooks Jensen, many of you will have seen him in NXT. He's doing a few things down in Evolve at the moment. So not a bad looking card, to be honest with you. I mean, with adverts and everything, the show tends to go about 50 odd minutes free on Tubi. So I really recommend checking it out, and feel free to join us if you are around. We've been watching it since the very beginning. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's go over to other, shall we? This picture kind of really grabs your attention, doesn't it? So there we go. Thea Hale, she said, new profile picture. This was only 5 hours ago, so I'm guessing she's got a bit banged up at some live events. She's in her ring gear, whatever. So yeah, it looks like she's took a little bit of punishment there by the looks of things. Tyrese Halliburton said that he wanted to bring the Larry O'Brien trophy out and walk John Cena to the ring at SummerSlam. So he said if Cena was still going to be a heel, he wanted to come out with the trophy and kind of have the crowd booing him because, you know, that would be a great way of sticking it to the SummerSlam crowd, right? Him coming down with that trophy, getting some heat. Apparently there was some very loose conversations with Triple H about doing that. But he said as soon as he got injured, that was one of the first things that came to his mind, like, I won't be able to do that now. Rhea Ripley has named Candice LeRae as the most underrated of the superstars. Like, she got asked who's the most underrated wrestler, the most underrated superstar. She's named Candice LeRae. So that from Sports Bible. Lola Vice with some words of praise for JC Jane. She said she's a locker room leader. She leads by example. She's an extremely hard-working person. She never complains. She's incredible at her job. My God, just get a room. So there we go, Lola Vice with lots of kind words for JC Jane, locker room leader and all of that. So that coming from No Contest Wrestling. Right, Logan's B, thank you. So here is John Cena just saying we are indeed back. He is responding to a viral clip. This kid kind of went viral because of his reaction at SummerSlam. And you can see here when John Cena is so moved by your video, he DMs you. So let's check this out.
Hey Evan, how you doing? John Cena here, and you're right. I'm back. We're back. Sorry I had such a bad attitude for those few months of just trying to figure some things out. We all have some grumpy days. That was a few of mine. I saw your video of excitement at SummerSlam, and boy, was I equally as excited. What a fun night that was. There's no shame in finishing second place. I just want to say, I saw your video. I was really moved. I wanted to send you a thank you. Thank you for being so enthusiastic and excited that we are indeed back, because boy, we are back.
There we go. John Cena sending that to a young fan. Black Eyes, thank you. So a photo emerges from Vince McMahon's 80th birthday celebration. So here you can see Miz and Maurice, Titus O'Neil. That is Jerry Lawler, Sheamus, Drew. You can see the little 80th thing in the corner. We know Undertaker was there. Gerald Briscoe was there. Bruce Pritchard was there. So seems like quite a few people were in attendance for this. More than we thought at first, actually. So there we go. That picture has emerged. James, thank you. So here is Lex Luger.
Good luck.
So this is obviously DDP, and I don't know if it's DDP yoga. I think it's obviously something kind of beyond that. They've been doing a lot of work trying to get his mobility back, and you can see that really with fairly minimal support, he is able to walk around that island. So there we go. So very, very good. Very cool. So there we go. That's DDP. And Robbie, thank you. So here, Will Ospreay said people in WWE had reached out after learning about his neck injury. He said, I've got people in WWE I've never met before in my life reaching out because of my neck injury. And they've gone, hey, if you need a doctor, if there's any questions or anything that needs answering. He said, every single one of them are super lovely and I wish them all the best. I really do. So seems like WWE superstars, maybe even higher ups, just sort of reaching out saying, hey, is there anything we can do? So cool. Very cool. Right. Quite a lot in this WWE folder, this live folder. So here, I Am the Colour Red, shout out to you. So this was from WWE Manchester. I Am the Colour Red was there and filmed this for us. And so this is actually something really quite bizarre. So this is one of the biggest comedians in the UK. He's got a big Saturday night show that loads of people tune into on BBC One, right? It's like the main channel. And he has this big show, and it's called The Big Show, right? And he has guests on and celebrities on and bands on and all that. But he always does like a nice kind of charitable thing. And it seems like here, these guys, these kids are fans of WWE, and I think they've been through some things in their life. And so it seems like he has surprised them by not only taking them to the wrestling, but it looks like they've been backstage, met the wrestlers. They're clearly in the ring right now. So yeah, pretty magical stuff. Kind of making dreams come true type thing. So obviously I don't know when that's going to air in the UK, but yeah, that will be a big kind of part of his show, which is a very well watched show, gets good viewership. So there we go. That went down in Manchester. Mark, thank you. So here we can see wrestlers arriving for that Manchester show.
WWE superstars arrive in Manchester for Road to Clash in Paris.
There's Alexa. So she's part of the tour now. I don't think she was there at the beginning. Oh, I like what this kid says.
Father, Wyatt Sicks. Hi, Nikki. Nikki, I see you, you know.
Nikki, I see you, you know. The kid shouts out. So, Mark, thank you. Right, these
WWE superstars arrive in Manchester.
Still going. These are results. So let's have a look at these, shall we? This is what went down in... Oh, my God, what is all this? You value my privacy. Well, leave me alone, then. I'll just accept all. I don't know. Do I want 1,649? Yeah, I do, actually. Oh, my God, yeah, I would love that many partners. Can't even click on anything. Nothing's accepting. Oh my God. What the hell? What the flip? Look at this. They won't even give me any partners. Thank you. So, right, we have got Julia beating Zelina. We got the Wyatt Sicks beating Ray Phoenix and LA Knight. We got Joe Hendry beating The Miz. We got Charlotte and Alexa beating Roxanne Perez and Raquel. War Raiders beat the New Day. And then the Manchester Maniacs, which was Michael McIntyre and Michael McIntyre's Big Show guest. They beat the New Day. The Women's Championship, Tiffany beat Nia and Jades. And then the main event was CM Punk, Sami Zayn and Penta beating the Judgment Day. So there we go. That was the results from Manchester. Obviously a pretty big live event, and this clip has gone everywhere. So here, this is during the match. Look, we can see, bang, kick to the midsection, pop rocks, boom, a pop rocks to CM Punk. Then Roxanne grabs Dominic. 1, 2, oh, just kicks out, and there's Roxanne on the outside, livid. Oh, that's a lovely kick to the midsection, that is. Bang, pop rocks to CM Punk. Right, Sammy starts singing a bit of Oasis in Manchester.
I'm going to start this off, and I hope you can finish it off. You got it? You with me? Slip inside the night.
It's not the most enthusiastic joining in that I've ever heard, to be honest, right? But there we go. Sammy trying to get that live crowd kind of singing Oasis with him. And I'd say there was a fair amount that were joining in, but could have been a bit more passionate from Manchester. Daniel, thank you. Yeah, Joe Hendry. So Miz was in the ring, right? He was saying, there's no one that can beat me. There's no one that can defeat me. He's bragging. Lights go out. Boom. Joe Hendry's music hits. And Joe Hendry would make his way down to the ring. Big surprise for people in Manchester. I mean, lots of star power on this show. CM Punk in the main event. Sammy singing Oasis. Michael McIntyre doing a little fun moment. Joe Hendry making an appearance. So there we go. It was all happening in Manchester. Dominic was laughing whilst the crowd were chanting, massive, massive head at JD. So Carl, thank you.
Massive,
I gotta say, a lot of these chants and a lot of these reactions, they very quickly fizzle out. Manchester seemed like it was half asleep to me. So, like, there's a few people starting some chants, but although that chant doesn't really help, does it? Because it is very do you know what I mean? I'm not a fan of it personally, but there we go. Dominic having a little giggle as the crowd chanting massive, massive heads. I don't know where this is from, but look, backstage there's a picture there of Mike Tyson, and there's Alexa kind of recreating it. There's an image of Kylie Minogue, and there's Charlotte recreating it. I don't know if this was in the UK or if this was a little while ago, but it's, 12 hours ago it seems to have been posted or doing the rounds. So I'm guessing this is probably in the UK. So there we go. Then here we have got, what a lovely moment. Oh yeah, this is two wrestlers reveal themselves to be Michael McIntyre and a very proud dad. So the dad, I mean, we won't spend too long on this, but the dad talks and talks about how proud he is of his kids. Just kind of shows like some of the struggles that his kids have been through, and they actually put the image up on the entranceway. So you just get a good idea as to why they've kind of done this little moment. And as I said, it's going to be really good coverage for WWE here in the UK, because that is a big, big show that we have over here. And the Pop Rocks thing, I included this because I wasn't sure if it was already in here, but apparently she quote tweeted this, Roxanne, and said hi at AJ Lee. So she was like, hi at AJ Lee, basically, look what I'm doing to your man. Yeah, I mean, look, if she can provoke AJ Lee to kind of come back, that is going to be a massive dub for Roxanne Perez. Roxanne will be goated if she can goad AJ Lee to return to the ring. So perhaps she just needs to keep hitting Pop Rocks on CM Punk, and eventually AJ Lee will have enough, snap, and return to wrestling. So it's a good strategy. It's a good strategy. Right, let's have a look at the Wyatts, shall we? We've got a few bits in here. So Kelly, thank you, saying he looks so much like Bray, and look how beefed up he is. It is true, isn't it? I mean, he is looking pretty jacked there. I don't know how much of that shirt is loose, but he is looking pretty jacked. So, yeah, very good. Very good. So, I think that was, Manchester. That was from today. Right, we also got this as well. I Am the Colour Red was there as the Wyatt Sicks made their way down to the ring. So, you can see all the fireflies and the Wyatt Sicks making their way down to the ring. They do get in the ring. It takes them a little while to get in there. But there's Rowan, there's Howdy, there's Nikki. So they're all there. So there we go. The Wyatt Sicks in Manchester. So again, Manchester did really well. Right, the WWE statue has been uncovered in the Origins of Horror Scare Zone. I don't know what that means, but it's obviously connected to Universal and that Halloween Horror Nights. So, yeah, there's obviously loads of little WWE bits popping up, and that has popped up as well in Universal. So, App State, thank you. As well as that, Wrestling Dynasty, thank you. We've got this. So, this is the side of their food shack. So, we've got this screen as well, which is fun. Obviously, Firefly Funhouse. So here, if you go to the Funhouse Food Shack, you can get Huskus Muscle Man Slop, which is like some sort of a burger thing. And you can get Ramblin' Rabbit Fried Carrot Cake. So you can get that. Beverages, you can get Light the Way. So there we go. And it says there a Let Me In mocktail as well. So it looks like there's a few more extra bits. So, yeah, here's a look at the menu for the Horrors of the Wyatt Sicks food booth. So, a few extra bits there. And this is a bit of a nothing story, really. There was an interview with Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, Taylor. And he was basically saying, they're quite happy with where they are right now. No plans to bring anyone else in at this stage. But he was like, we're always open, and kind of insinuating that, definitely people could be joining in the future. But he was saying there's going to be some big stuff happening with the Wyatt Sicks. Like, make sure you're paying attention to the group. So he seems to be quite excited. There's some crazy stuff on the way. So he seems to be quite excited about where the group is heading. Obviously, we see them popping up in the background. So I don't know if there's anything to that. But, yeah, interesting. Interesting. So there we go. Not really too much in there. We know Alexa's going to join them eventually. I mean, that's not really a surprise. So keep your eyes peeled. Right, let's go in the fun folder, shall we? So Ethan said, I would like to apologise to the entire country of Canada for disrespecting the flag. Even worse than putting it on the ground, I put it on an American. I'm sorry, says Ethan. And it is true, look. That was a little shot from tonight's NXT. Heyman said he's Birmingham peeved at the adorable Oracle. Actually, they did a little article in the newspaper asking Birmingham fans how they felt about the line Paul Heyman said. They were like, Brummies, this was said at the wrestling show that we are too weak to go to Manchester and too poor to go to London. How'd you feel about that? So I thought it was a really good line. Actually made the local newspaper. So there we go. Right, Charlotte said, I missed you, little one, Alexa Bliss, tagging in Manchester. And I just thought that was a great picture. She's completely buried Alexa with her giant robe. So you can't even see Alexa there. So that kind of really works well for their relationship. So I thought that was really good. Grayson Waller said, please sign this petition. Join me in the fight to save wrestling from the Mexican destroyer. So now, not only has he gone around the streets of Birmingham, but now he's actually put the petition online. So you can sign to have the Mexican destroyer banned. So there we go. I did retweet it because I thought many of you would want to sign that. Here, look, we've got Naomi freaking out, very angry. And so why would Naomi be angry? Let's have a little look, shall we? Right, there's Roxanne. There's a spoon, right? Heading over. I think that's Big Jim, isn't it? Big Jim seems to be encouraging CM Punk straight over to the banoffee pie. Look at that, straight over to the banoffee pie, and we all know who loves the banoffee pie. Yeah, so I've got to think that Naomi is seriously reconsidering if getting pregnant right now was the right move, because she could have had like banoffee pie first and then got pregnant, so she might have made a big mistake. Talking of big mistakes, Johnny, shout out to you. So here's a sign that's already appeared at the live events. Here comes the P. And of course, that is connected to the allegations in the Janelle Grant lawsuit. So there we go. Our first cheeky Brock sign has arrived. And are we going to be seeing many more of those over the coming weeks and months? So there we go. Right, Edward, thank you. Here is Jada Parker.
My boss has something very important to say. You're going to be nice, sit there, like it, and listen.
For the love of God, make sure you watch NXT on the CW tonight, because Miss Parker said so.
At 8 o'clock.
Oh, at 8 o'clock.
My boss has something.
I like that bit. Yeah. She goes, at 8 o'clock. He doesn't hear it. At 8 o'clock. He kind of smiles at her, and she's like, at 8 o'clock. He's, oh, yeah, at 8 o'clock. I like that bit. That bit feels real.
At 8 o'clock.
Oh, at 8 o'clock.
My boss has
That did tickle me. I like that. Right, totally valid reaction. So the OTC making his way out. Again, I'm not sure where this is, but the OTC making his way out when Roman... Look at the kids. Oh my God. Look at the kids. A totally valid reaction, to be honest, they're WWE. That's great. That is really great. That is that is really great. That is really great. I do love that. Uncle Rebel, thank you, my friends. So, Matt Cardona just asking some trivia questions of Chelsea Green.
Babe, WrestleMania 2000.
Oh my God.
Well, name me one match that happened at WrestleMania 2000.
I got the shirt for free.
I know, name me one
No.
match. Name me one match.
I literally couldn't.
Okay, so here's another trivia fact. So
I couldn't even tell you who wrestled in 2000.
WrestleMania 2000, it wasn't the 2000th WrestleMania, right? So what WrestleMania number was it really?
20.
No.
22.
No.
17.
No.
I don't even know what WrestleMania it is now.
She does not care about things like that. And I've got a lot of respect for that attitude, that approach. So there we go. Edward, thank you. So here is Roxanne and Raquel. They're on the Raw recap show. And Roxanne just gets a little bit caught on her words at the end and then blames Rhea for it, right? Let's skip to that.
I'm up and we're going to get those WWE Tag Team Championships, excuse me. Rhea headbutted me a little too many times.
Yeah. I know she's got a big head.
Yeah, she does. Big head.
Rhea headbutted me too many times. Big head. She's got a big head. So there we go. That was Roxanne just getting a little bit caught on her words there on the Raw recap. And Miss Clown, thank you. Here is CM Punk in Newcastle. Just seeing if this lovely security guards would give him a hand. Thank you. Thank you. So there we go. She didn't really help him out much, but she did enough. Right, we've done that. Thanks and community. So take a 1990, get in 3 tickets to Halloween Havoc, $224. Yeah, have a great time, dudes. Have a great time. Should be a lot of fun, that show. Emmanuel, going to Halloween. Oh, my God. Community meetup. Yeah, look at that. So, Emmanuel, have a great time. Wish me luck that I somehow get to meet Tatum Paxley and that the wife gets to meet Jada Parker. Good luck, my friends. I don't know how easy it is to meet them, actually, at those kind of events. So, don't know. Keep the fingers crossed. Dave said this was taken like an hour and 25 minutes before Birmingham Raw. The TV camera got the people that were next to me, and just as the camera was zooming out, it cut. Another couple of seconds and I would have been seen very clearly. It didn't get me, but it did get my little head far away, says Dave. So there we go. Footage of Dave being in Birmingham. Very cool. There's I Am the Colour Reds and the view they had from their show in Manchester. Wild Child's Billy getting a follow from Lalani Kai. Very good, very impressive. And Mark, look at this. Today in Manchester, Mark actually meeting CM Punk. Amazing, buds. Amazing. That is so, so cool. So, yeah, shout out to you, dudes. Right, let's go thanks and let's get out here then, shall we? I think there's quite a lot of thanks in this folder. So, Edwards, Disciple of Cross, Huddle Talk, Chris, Armando, Wrestling's Biggest Fan, Big Bam, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Claire Webb, Little Bit of a Fan, Silverback, Michael, Enigma, Babs the Barbarian, It's Kaz, He Who Smiles, Kelly the Wise Lady, Raymond, and the Wrestling God. Shout out to you guys. Really appreciate the support. Appreciate everyone that enjoys this video series. And we'll be back later with not only Evolve, but another episode of Unseen. Bye for now.